What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another new podcast. We're getting right into today's reaction. This video is a little long, so I am gonna try to keep my commentary as short as possible because there is a lot in this video that men, I want you guys to learn from, and hell, women, you can learn why men have such an adverse attitude when it comes towards dating. So like, subscribe, all that good stuff, but let's go ahead and get into it. Already got an attitude.
Talking to my girls. Okay.
Well, that's the first problem. You're out on a date with a man in his car and you're on, I'm assuming, live, talking to your girls. What kind of shit is that? How disrespectful is that?
Tell them I said hi. Yeah.
She ain't saying hi.
Woo.
Let me just get the door for you.
Okay.
So fake.
He got me at the Cheesecake Factory, y'all. I ain't getting out this car.
What's wrong with the Cheesecake Factory?
Yes.
Would you want me to open the door for you?
Look.
Are you're recording me?
Yeah. Yeah. This is the Cheesecake Factory. This is the Cheesecake Factory, y'all.
So what?
This is a chain restaurant.
So
Who
what?
takes someone that looks like this to a chain restaurant?
Shorty, you look average and he took you to an average restaurant. So I don't see what the problem is.
You want to talk about it? I'm fine with talking about it, even in front of them.
Oh yeah, I want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Hold up.
Get it going.
Hold up. Let's talk about this because she thinks that she looks so good with her fake hair, her makeup, her eyelashes, and I'm pretty sure if them titties come out that dress, it's going straight to the floor. So how are you too good for the Cheesecake Factory again? Refresh my memory.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about it.
This sounds like a woman that is intolerable.
Oh,
You will suffer with her. Jeez.
Okay. So,
Yes, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
so you expect a man to go all out on the first date? Is that right?
I mean, you're supposed to. When you take out a beautiful woman and you're courting her, because I get courted. So you're courting her, right? You're supposed to take care of her. You're supposed to cover her. You're supposed to protect her, cherish her, treat her well, right?
Yeah.
That's what you're supposed to do.
I agree.
Not
I
at the
went
Cheesecake
into this
Factory?
date as I expect, with the expectations for myself to keep you safe, you know, to respect you, to pay for your food, of course, pick you up, of course, and just treat you like a gentleman, which I believe I have done.
I mean, you've been pretty
and then-
nice, but I mean,
And then
Cheesecake Factory.
So
I,
what?
on the other hand, have certain expectations for a girl I go out with on the first date. I expect her to be respectful too. I expect her to be cooperative.
Did you see what she just did with her mouth after he said, I want somebody that's gonna be respectful? She did something disrespectful. Look at her eyes right now. Look at the attitude on her face. She's showing absolutely no respect, and that's his first expectation.
And at least, you know,
What did I do that wasn't cooperative?
Not get out the fucking
even,
car.
When we were walking to the car, you wouldn't put your hand around my arm or anything like that, or hold my hand or anything like that.
I mean, it's too early for that.
Okay,
I don't know you.
I can respect that. I can respect that. When I got to your apartment to pick you up, you didn't want to invite me in. I can respect that too. We're not
Again,
maybe
I don't
we're not
know
there.
yet.
Okay,
I don't know yet.
and then, but
I mean, I feel like I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do as a woman. I got myself all made up.
Delusional, man.
Right?
Yes, there's a lot wrong with the Cheesecake Factory.
Like what?
Look at
look
my planner where we were gonna go originally.
See, now that's where we should have went. All right there. Call him.
No.
What do you mean no?
See,
No.
I
I know
both yesterday and this morning that I'd come to pick you up at 4 p.m., right? And I got to your place at 4 p.m. You didn't even come downstairs for another hour, and so I was waiting downstairs
I understand,
for an hour. Right?
But I wasn't expecting for work to take me so long. I got home a little late, and like I said, I don't know you well enough to invite you up into my apartment, and that is not possible.
And that's why I'm thinking, okay, if we're not there in a relationship to, meet at your apartment, then maybe we're not ready in a relationship for such a nice, fancy restaurant as
Bingo.
Especially if I'm
Bingo. He can't come up to your place, but he should take you out to this nice restaurant where he's gonna spend $300-$400. Come on now.
whole thing, which I'm still willing to do. I would have been, but if we're late, I told you twice.
It wasn't that late.
We literally left your place at the time the reservation was supposed to be.
So if it isn't the consequences of our own actions, he already had a nice restaurant in mind that he made reservations for. But because you were late and you didn't communicate with him, you don't have the opportunity to go there. So the backup plan is Cheesecake Factory, which I still think is a pretty nice restaurant considering you made this man wait for an hour.
I specifically said 4 because maybe we could get there early and even have some time to get to know each other on the way there and while we're in the parking lot.
I wanted to make this point real quick before we get back to the video, because this is exactly what's wrong with dating. You have one person that's here for a date, looking to get to know someone and was willing to feed her on his own dime, and you have another person that's just there to feed their own ego.
I mean,
I'm waiting for a reservation.
we can still get to know each other. Isn't there another restaurant you can call that, the equivalent to that? I mean,
I
you
literally
don't
just said-
understand. Look at me. I cannot go in the Cheesecake Factory.
What?
There's nothing wrong with
I
that.
will die. That's embarrassing.
I'm sorry to keep stopping this video, but she's pissing me the fuck off. You look too good for the Cheesecake Factory? No, the fuck you don't. Where you get this from? You ain't fine like that. Maybe when you was in your 20s, you look good enough to demand somebody to take you here and there, but you look like you in your 40s. Your best days are behind you. Go, take your ass in this Cheesecake Factory and have a good time.
As I said, I have very specific certain expectations.
Unbelievable.
I can tell it's not gonna be there. And maybe we're not right for each other. So respectfully, I'm gonna just drop you off at home.
Oh, no, he didn't.
Yup.
Yeah.
Yes, he did. Take her ass back home.
So you just want to call it a night?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
isn't there some kind of compromise?
No,
or something?
the compromise was Cheesecake
Ladies, Can you
Factory.
believe this?
I'm sorry, y'all.
She's still talking to these women.
Please,
but-
how about the parking space?
If I don't feel respected, I
mean-
am not gonna go through with the rest of
come
the day.
on. Well, I mean, you are serious. You really mean it.
Yeah.
Got one of them niggas when I get them called a reverend. Cause no weapon formed against me shall prosper.
I mean, you didn't want this.
He's really serious.
I mean, I understand that I was late. I understand that. I understand that I could have been a bit more cooperative. You made some good points.
Look at that attitude fading. When she's starting to get the consequences of her actions, he's not just sitting there arguing back and forth with her so she can look good in front of her homegirls. He gave her consequences. Now her attitude changes.
That's
Now
why
it's
I'm
too
willing
late.
to compromise. Are you sure you want to go home?
Yes, he is.
I don't have a lot of rules. I don't have a lot of expectations for a first date, but I've already set them, and you've broken every one.
Oh
So
my God.
I'm sorry. We're dropping you off home.
All right, whatever. Well, I mean, I guess I understand. You gotta do what you gotta do.
That's what you get. Now you gotta go home alone. I bet she get the fuck off that phone now.
I understand where you're coming from.
It's not surprising that any of this happened, but my God, what a bitch. How do you have this much attitude for a guy that's taking you out to dinner? It seems like he did everything that he was supposed to. He planned a date, he picked you up, he was very respectful, he got there on time, and you still have such an issue with what happened. And I wanted you guys to see this because what I want you to take away from this is how he handled that situation. He could have got upset right back at her. He could have told her off and told her how, you know, actually you do belong at the Cheesecake Factory with your old ass. But he was very polite. He was very calm. And he said, these are the expectations that I have. These are my standards and you have failed to meet them. And because you failed to meet them, it is time for us to end things. And it's as simple as that. Because what she's looking for is for you to get upset, you to argue so that she can argue back with you in front of her girls. I mean, that's the most disrespectful part of this whole thing, is that from start to finish, you were on the phone with your ladies trying to show off. But he didn't even address that. He was like, oh yeah, let's talk. He talked right in front of him and told him exactly what it was. And fellas, you have to do the same. And the only way you can do that is if you have standards before you go out on a date. Understand what you will and will not tolerate. And when somebody steps across that line, do not hesitate to cut them off. There are plenty of other women out there, and somebody is going to appreciate you going and taking them to the Cheesecake Factory. So to hell with her. She's going to end up by herself. It's like Kevin Samuels says, your single friends are what's going to keep you single, and her trying to show off got her ass taken right back to the crib. So let this be a lesson. But that's going to do it for this video. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. If you like the video, go ahead and like the video, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos in the future. And until another time, I'll see you guys later.